What is NLP? NLP is very simple. It's the study of excellence. Okay, what does that mean? It means that there are people in the world who are really, really good at things. And sometimes it's therapy, sometimes it's physics, sometimes it's chemistry, sometimes it's negotiating, sometimes it's business. But there are people out there that are incredibly good. We know who they are. What we didn't know before is how they do it. What is their magic? How does it work? Do they know something we don't know? Are they incredibly intelligent, incredibly brilliant? Are they from a different planet? You know, what is it? What makes them so unique and so special? Well, friends of mine and I, a long time ago in 1971, we were at the University of California, Santa Cruz together, and we decided to try and find out. So we built models, behavioral models, things that are now called NLP. We didn't call them NLP in the early days. We called them something else. We called them META, okay, which actually for between you and I makes more sense. So it's been named Neuro-Linguistic Programming. Fancy name, but what does it mean? It means we built behavioral models so that we could observe the people that were absolutely the best at a sport, at a profession, at communicating, at therapy, at a lot of different structures or systems across the world. We wanted to know exactly how they do what they do. Now, there's always been a dilemma in the field of the study of excellence. And the difficulty has been for many hundreds of years. We know who's really good, but we don't know how to learn from them. And even worse, they don't know how to teach us. They don't know how to teach us what they're doing. Why? They don't know what they're doing. What? Yes, absolutely true. Fritz Perls, Virginia Satir, Korzybski, Gregory Bates, and you name it, some of the best minds in the world. They could not teach people to do what they do. Okay? They made up names, they made up systems, they made up structures, and they taught people the systems, assuming that knowing the system would teach them what to do. Well, it didn't. So the tragedy of life was happening year after year after year after year. The most successful people in different fields all across the planet were dying and taking their skills with them. So we were forced into the situation that even people who studied from the greats for many, many years almost never became equally as great in their lifetime. So what's happening? What's wrong? Or why can't they teach people to be as good as they are? Well, like I said, very simple. They don't know what they did not know what they were doing. Or there comes NLP or META. What we did was design behavioral models so that we could observe their behavior and figure out what it was in their behavior that made them unique. Not what it was in their ideas, not what it was in their description, not what it was in their models, because those things did not teach us how to do what they do. We shifted all the way down, and we call that chunking down, to behavior, to figure out their actual behaviors, and then connect them to what we call the critical observation. What did they observe? So that they chose a certain behavior to react to it and do magic and create incredible outcomes. What did they observe, and how did they respond to what they observed? Critical observation, critical behavior. And we set about trying to connect those things by the thousands for some of the most incredible communicators in history, including especially the ones that were alive that we had access to, because then we could go one more step. Not only could we observe their behaviors, we could ask them questions about what they were thinking about or feeling or observing when they had these incredible magic behaviors. Wow, so we could actually get in their heads and find out how their thoughts actually worked. We built models to study those things. We put those models together, mostly for ourselves in the beginning. Richard, John, and I, and about 15 incredibly smart young students at the University of California in Santa Cruz, we built for 6 years the systems or structures of NLP. Fantastic time period, fantastic learning, and it changed the lives of every single one of us that were involved, especially me. So Richard and John and I went on after that for years, and have taught thousands and hundreds of thousands of people. Now NLP is a discipline known in every country in the world. Books are translated into almost every language. People are studying NLP everywhere. In order to do what? In order to not lose the wisdom of our most incredible people, but in fact to learn it, to bring it, and to carry it on. That's what we do as a species. That's what we're good at. Our species accumulates knowledge, packages that knowledge, and gives it to our young. That's what we do. We call it school. But we're really good at packaging knowledge about physics, chemistry, engineering, a lot of things. But we were terrible at packaging information or collecting information in the three most important professions in life: parenting, leadership, and wisdom. The ability to live a successful, powerful life and affect everybody around you in a positive way. Parenting, most important profession. Leadership controls everything that happens in this life. And wisdom, the knowledge and the integrity and the honor and the ability to do all of these things in the best way for the success and survival of the human race. That's the three things that we studied. That's the three things that we teach in NLP.